The Walt Disney Company is getting ready to kill Hulu. That's right, the giant streaming platform that is far, far better than Disney Plus, not only in terms of quality, but in terms of how much money it makes. Bob Iger thinks it's great to kill Hulu, and they're about to do it. You're about to see that happen. But folks, what if we told you we know how much Disney spent to buy Hulu, to end it, and we're ready to tell you how much they spent to make it happen. Hello, friends. Hello, family. Hello to everybody, cool, normal, rational, or zany, who might be tuning in today. And we know you're not one of those crazies out there. But folks, if you are a drive-by journalist and you know who you are, get ready because we've got a story to tell. And for the rest of you, well, you get to know the best in terms of headlines days before the legacy media even gets a whiff of it. Folks, let's dive in to the idea that Disney bought Hulu for the express purpose of destroying Hulu. And we can tell you why. We're going to dive in, click the like button, and here we go. It has been a very long time coming. We've been talking about this for at least 3 years. In fact, folks, if we go more than a year ago, Disney's plan to kill Hulu confirmed from the WDW Pro Channel, again, more than a year ago. And look at these beautiful people that were on the panel back then. We had Endymion, and Script Doctor was with, Tom was there, and he's got a Santa hat on, so it must have been that kind of a season. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is coming to fruition. Now, I could go in the Wayback Machine over on That Park Place, and we actually have an article back from years and years and years ago called Project Hulk, because this was the name of it, and we revealed that exclusively, that there was a program called Project Hulk, and the plan was buy Hulu and destroy it. And people thought we were crazy. Jonas, you remember, people thought we were crazy, that we were saying Disney was going to spend like 8, 9, 10, 13. How much did they pay for Hulu ultimately, Jonas?
I think $16 billion outside of their initial investment.
How much was the initial investment?
I don't know. I don't know. It was when they were a joint venture and they didn't share that as open.
Okay.
So
at least $16 billion.
I would say they're very easily in the $30 billion range in
$30 billion
for Hulu.
Okay, so $30 billion. And so, Jonas, we reported this like 3 years ago. Project Hulk. We got this. We scooped this out, and we said they're going to kill Hulu. They're going to spend $30 billion to kill it, and they're going to do that this year. Before the clock strikes midnight, New Year's Eve, Hulu will be dead. Right, Jonas?
Yeah, that's it. It'll be a little tile on the Disney Plus app. And
all right, let's talk about it. Here's the press release from Disney. Hulu becomes a global general entertainment brand on Disney Plus beginning October 8th. Huh. Well, here we are, eh? The power and value of the Hulu brand will reach worldwide audiences beginning October 8th. Pause. Some of you out there are already saying, Pro, this doesn't sound like they killed it. Hang tight, we'll explain. When it becomes the global general entertainment brand on Disney Plus, replacing Star in international markets. With this change in preparation for a fully integrated unified app experience next year, users will begin to see further integrations of Hulu across the Disney Plus app as part of an ongoing and iterative slate of product updates on the homepage and beyond. This includes a series of design and navigation enhancements rolling out over the coming weeks and months, offering a more dynamic and intuitive experience. Goes on to talk about what Hulu will look like inside Disney Plus. But here's the bottom line, Jonas. This is what people need to understand. What's really going on? And we'll have to scroll through because that's Thunderbolts. Darn it, they're going to play every movie? Don't do that, press release. Okay, we can play that, I think. We're okay. Jonas, what they've done is they've put Hulu into Disney Plus. They've renamed Starz Hulu overseas, but it's still in Disney Plus. And what was it that we talked about 3 years ago? This is phase 2. Phase 2 was put Hulu in name only inside Disney Plus so that Disney gets all the stuff that was in Hulu. And then over the next 3 to 5 years from where we are right now, we believe that they will phase out Hulu entirely and it just becomes Disney. But for right now, there's a little tile and it still will have the word Hulu on it. But for every other way possible, Hulu's gone. Fair?
Yep. That's completely fair because no one was watching the Disney Plus content.
Okay, talk about that. Okay, because Hulu is far more successful, or was. It's dead now, but it was far more successful. So they bought it for $30 billion, and they did what with it, Jonas?
Right. So they bought Hulu as well. They were part of the founding members of Hulu, or pretty close to the initial wave of investors in the joint venture that is Hulu. That was an experiment between Fox. I think Warner Brothers was in there for Sirius for a little while, and they sold to Comcast. And they would put television episodes, just normal television episodes, on Hulu a little bit after the fact. Eventually, they started doing them the day after, and at some point, they started premiering them almost at the exact same time, and you could pay a little bit more for it, Hulu Plus. So Disney Plus came along, and they were trying these two different strategies. There's two different methods to getting subscribers for these or getting viewership on streaming platforms. Method one is prestige content. HBO was the example for this. Big, expensive shows that everybody watches, that you subscribe because that's the thing you're thinking, oh, I got to watch that. But in reality is the second hand, which is bingeable television series like Golden Girls. Things that people wouldn't say, oh, yeah, I got Hulu because we're going to sit down and, find out how much cheesecake that Blanche ate today. No, the people aren't necessarily saying that's why they're buying Hulu for that, but they're signing up for the big content. But what they're actually watching is all of the seasons of Golden Girls in a week and hitting ads the entire way through. And that is where they actually make their money, because the ad-supported tiers have always made so much more money than the ad-free paid subscriptions. So Hulu was made like normal television. It was the closest to normal television of any of the streaming services. Also, no one was watching anything on Disney Plus. The numbers went down and down and down as people got more familiar with that product and said, I'm good. I'll catch it some other time. Maybe I'll have this on in the background. No one cared to watch the ads because no one cared to watch the shows. So they are now taking the Disney Plus name and they're shimming it off with a pocket knife, and they're going to do the same to Hulu, and they're going to take that Hulu nameplate and slap the Disney Plus name right on top of Hulu and pretend like Hulu was pretend like Disney Plus was the profitable one the entire time. They're not going to say, hey, look what we did. We merged these two streaming services together, and they're not going to say that it's Hulu that was the success. They're going to pretend like Disney Plus was successful the entire time. They're going to find a parade, get in front of it, and declare themselves Grand Marshal.
So let me see if I understand this, Jonas. You're telling me that we've been reporting consistently for 3 years, and now it's come to be that they spent $30 billion plus to kill Hulu to prop up Disney Plus.
Right. And that 30 billion, it may be 25, it may be 35 for all we know. But the main thing that I want to focus on here is also the $11 billion that they have spent on Disney Plus to just sync that and slap it onto Hulu and pretend like, Daddy, look what I did, you know.
Yeah. I think the expression from my era, from the Vietnam War, was we had to destroy the village in order to save it.
Exactly.
So essentially, Disney basically has been yard sailing the development of streaming for a long time, because everything that they've acquired over the years has gone into the Disney minus streaming service, only to end up with slapping one of their brand new trash can stickers on Hulu to make it look like they're successful. That's the short of it, right?
Yeah. There is nothing that Hulu has accomplished right now that has anything to do with the actual Disney brands that they want to pretend like are the successful things that prop up the company. Those pillar brands of Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and Walt Disney Animation have done nothing to prop up Hulu. And Hulu, if Disney Plus was profitable, that would be the actual thing that they show on their financial statements. But no, they go with this figure of combined direct to consumer. That's the thing that they say is profitable. Why? Because they want to hide the fact that it's Hulu. That's the profitable one. And if someone wants to sue me over that, I would be glad to have that go through discovery.
Me too.
Let me pull this up, culture.
And we might just for a second point out one other difference between Disney Plus and Hulu: the cost of the content.
Yeah.
on Hulu, it's damn near free because it's old television that was made decades ago. I mean, they're not even paying much in residuals to anybody.
Lots of Fox stuff. Lots of Fox stuff.
So let me show you this so people understand. When we say that we keep you ahead of the culture curve, we actually really mean it. And when it's talked about that we've had like a 92, 93% accuracy rating on scoops, like we've got the receipts, folks. Look at this. From That Park Place, look at the date. August 8th, 2023, more than 2 years ago. Exclusive. Disney Plus and Hulu to merge in December. The details says it's now looking like Project Hulk. The move of Hulu into Disney Plus is on schedule to happen in December of this year. That from a source who has reached out with images seeming to confirm how Disney is projecting the knowledge internally and to partners. According to the source, says, can't speak to whether Disney will kill Hulu because, well, no one really can. I'm pretty sure everything is on the table. But if there is a plan right now to kill it, then that plan will most likely change sooner if not later. I say this because just about every plan has changed recently. Everything is being rethought, reanalyzed, reevaluated, yada, yada, yada. But it says Hulu on Disney Plus, or Project Hulk as it's called internally, because it will make Disney Plus bigger and greener, is currently just one of those first steps in a plan. The idea is to make it easier for customers who bought the Disney Plus Hulu bundle to view Hulu content within the Disney Plus app. It goes on to provide slides for that information. We'll be careful not to show that here on the YouTube channel. Folks, we've been telling you this was coming for years now, and here it is. Here it is. Culture, how's this going to play out for Disney Plus? Is this, I mean, honestly, it cost a lot of money. So as long as Disney doesn't talk about how much they paid to do this, in terms of viewership, the Disney Plus app is going to explode in viewership because Hulu's in it.
Well, it's because Hulu will be gone. That's why it's, again, I mean, Hulu is always going to be something big. It became something big rather quickly between its founding in 2007 and its eventual shedding of all of these ownership groups, these joint venture participants. It was always going to grow. So that first year, I think it had 17 million subscribers, like right off the bat. And it became very popular because people felt it was like the YouTube for television, as you guys had already described. What's going to happen in the future is, since Disney cannot provide any quality new content, I'm afraid that it will stagnate. I mean, it's going to live off the Fox stuff forever. And you guys described, the way the binge model works and everything else, but at some point, just like with everything else, that popularity fades. I mean, Friends, as popular as it is, wouldn't command the same amount of money that it did originally from Netflix or anybody else, because that was just remained so popular with a particular demographic. But as more people move to YouTube, I'm not sure how much longer Disney Plus will be able to artificially keep this alive. But the most important point, and Jonas already made it, is it's the commercial content, the stuff that they can, present, to interrupt your show or whatever else. And that's where you make the money. If you don't believe me, go look at how Discovery did their streaming service and how they became so popular. They were earning twice as much money from the people who were watching the free with ad stuff than they were earning with the people who were paying a subscription fee.
Well, let me ask this. Marvin, Culture brings up a great point about Hulu and Fox and all that. The problem is Disney buys this stuff and they destroy the stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They're kind of like Microsoft with game studios. Yeah. So how long until Disney gets their claws into the Hulu brand and into the Hulu shows and says, "Oh, you're going to be like Pixar, Star Wars, and Marvel now"?
Well, Disney is the Borg. It will assimilate, and so that you are no longer what you once were. You are simply a part of the greater collective. It is, with Hulu, with the way Culture was describing it. I mean, it's what I always say about the Disney motto. Well, people liked it, so it had to go. I think you're going to get a lot of people when Hulu does eventually go and it's no longer a standalone service. They're not going to want their shows like Only Murders in the Building, things like that, to suddenly just be Disney brands, be Disney branded, to be rolled into the existing Disney
actually,
catalog.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah, and then you can pay people that are paying $21 a month for maybe the no ad version of Hulu are not going to suddenly want to pay $44.99 for the Disney bundle.
Yeah, I think, and that's the other problem with it too. But here's another problem we aren't even discussing. They're not just getting rid of Hulu. They're getting rid of Star.
And the reference to somebody they really don't want to reference anymore.
Right. So let's just point out one thing. Marvin made a really good point there.
He did.
That Hulu content inside of a Disney Plus app is not as marketable, because if you look at what's going on in Europe, it's essentially Disney Plus and Hulu together already under that Star app. So everything that is on Disney Plus and Hulu in the United States is together in the international version, specifically the English-speaking international version, and they make less than half of what they make on that in the United States on Hulu alone. So
Yeah.
Hulu is the crown jewel of streaming. I would say it is the most profitable streaming service outside of Netflix itself. So and true to form, just another thing that Marvin brought up there, our good friend Script Doctor said that Disney takes about 10 years to fully break something that they buy.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, look at the Muppets, look at
They broke
Star Wars,
Marvel.
look at Marvel,
Yeah.
look at Pixar at this point.
And Star. I'm sorry. That India deal looks worse and worse, Jonas, every single day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Lou, wrap us up here. Give us your final
All I was
thoughts
going
on
to say was
yeah.
the one number you'll never ever get, and they've already announced they're not going to be announcing them, is the numbers of viewers for the Disney Plus content versus the Hulu content. Because I got to tell you something. If multi-trillion-dollar Andor doesn't get as many eyeballs as reruns of the Golden Girls, there's deep trouble in Little China.
Is that what we're calling Disney now?
I don't know what we call it.
I think you can't
Call
beat
the
Little
wind
China for
Mariah.
Disney.
I'm telling you, I'd be really disappointed if nobody tags me in any images on X of Borg Bob Iger.
Folks, it's time to bid you adieu, but we hope that you will help us anew, and that is, we're only asking you click that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, have you gone the way of thatparkplace.com? www.thatparkplace.com. It's the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, well, you should be. A bastion of truth and knowledge when it comes to entertainment and everything that's going on. Go check it out today, folks. We would love to have you over there as well. All right, we are getting ready to head out, but do not fret, for we will put out 4 more videos tomorrow, so long as the good Lord allows. And we believe that probably, just might, happen. All right, until the next time we get to share time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah.
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.